on our way to get our camper, our Casita, excuse me, it's early morning. We decided to stop here, and there's Nancy over here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We spent the night here, and what we're going to do is walk around a little bit, just maybe an hour or so, and check out the sights around here. And right across the street, right over there that we're going to, is the visitor center and one of the historical buildings. But I'm going to turn the camera around here so you can see exactly what we're looking at. So while walking across the street, while walking along here, we came across this. I don't know how many of you remember the movie Big. This is Zoltar from Big. And I am not about to put a card, put any money in there to get a card from Zoltar, because I remember what happened to Tom Hanks in that movie. But if we look along here on this side of the street over here, there are bathhouses, basically places where you can, it's like saunas in a way, that run off of the hot springs around here. This, I guess, was the original one right across the street here where the visitor center was, but it runs all the way up that way. And Hot Springs is a unique little town. I would love to come back here and spend more time. So this is the visitor center in Hot Springs, and you can see there's all sorts of like hospitals and wellness centers around here, very old places around here that they build, you know, thinking that these hot springs, you know, the baths and all of them actually have healing properties. This building is called the Fordyce Bathhouse. Built in 1915 is when this one opened here, and it's supposed to be famous for like its stained glass and all that. That's called the Quapaw. Look at the dome on that one. But they're all lined up and down through here. And look over here, Nancy pointed this out. Yes, I'm coming, Nancy. That is steam coming out of that. Why do you think they call it hot springs? So these have steam coming out of them. Look at that. That is some hot water. And it looks like, I'm trying to read some of this stuff here. U.S. Hot Springs Reservation. There's some stuff back up that way that we're going to go to. But yeah, that's some hot water. How hot was the water?
It's not really that hot.
It's not really that hot?
It's kind of wimpy. When I take them out of the microwave, I'm like, it's like washing dishes.
It's like washing dishes?
Like
I tell you what, there's my hand. Let's try if it falls off. Well, you could feel the heat.
Yeah.
Woo, that is warm though.
Yeah.
That is warm water. Nancy, you wouldn't like that. How hot is it, Nancy?
Well,
See how close you can get to, because you can see the steam coming off the water.
I can't bend, so
Yeah.
I can feel the warmth.
There's one there, and then there's one over here too. And then we're going to walk back up that way to check out some stuff back there. So for those of you who are wondering, yes, Nancy is walking. She's doing good. Yes, no sticks, no walker, no nothing. She's walking around. She's a little sore, and but she's getting better. You're only, what, 12 days since your back surgery? I think.
Yeah, 12, 13,
yeah, 12 or 13 days. So we're going to walk up this way. There's some springs back there. The visitor center, unfortunately, is closed right now. I'm not sure why, but this is the Quapaw Baths. Here, look at that dome up there. I mean, these places are just something to see. It's amazing how beautiful these buildings are across here. Now this whole area that we're in, even parts down here, this is all national park area, believe it or not. Very small, but this is all part of the national park. So a lot of people through the years, because of the location of this place and because of you know, the town basically being in it, why does this need to be a national park? You know, it's some springs in the area. We've been to places that had lots of springs.
Manitou Springs.
Manitou Springs is one, yet it's not a national park. You know, and we've been to other places also that are not national parks, that have springs and such. So why this? I can't answer that. But I question it also, because even though this is a beautiful area and it needs to be preserved, does it need to be preserved as a national park? Couldn't a national monument status or a national historic site status also serve the purpose? I think part of it is money when it comes down to it. You get more money as a national park. But let's head on up here to Discovery Springs and check that out. So we're walking along here. The main street is back there. As a matter of fact, you can see our car parked right across the street there. And look at the tile work on that building there. So pretty. And this is it says Captain Robert R. Stevens, USA engineer, 1892 to 1895. I guess he built this area here and designed it. And there's all sorts of stuff like that. And this is where we're going right here. This is called Display Spring. So that's the area where we're going to. Now, all up in these mountains here, there's trails that lead to different springs and little waterfalls and such. As a matter of fact, we passed a place down there on our way in where people had jugs and were filling those jugs with spring water. So, and some of the spring water is cold, some is hot. So, and as you can see, Nancy, like I said, she's doing good. She's walking good. So let's walk on over here to Display Spring. All right, so we're making our way up here to Display Spring, and you can see the water running down here, and you can actually see steam coming off the water. And yeah, look at the steam coming off this. It looks like it comes out of, I'm gonna walk through it here. Oh, you can feel the warmth. Oh, the warmth of that water. And you can see you got these little like grottos here, and the water flowing out there, and the water flowing down here out of this little grotto. This here is called, I'm gonna go over to the sign here, Open Spring. As early as the 1840s, the bathhouses were capping springs to control and use them. These springs evoke pre-development days when water flowed freely from the mountainside. The water of Open Spring has an average temperature of 134 degrees. Oh, listen, 134 degree temperature, Nance, on the water. And these little grottos is what they built back in the 1800s to sort of help control the springs a little bit. I'm going to walk back up here to this little grotto. And you can see the water coming out of there, and the algae growing around, and the water flowing out of this little man-made grotto back here. That is so cool. So this area here, forget the loud noise of the air conditioning unit of the Maurice building on that side, is the Maurice historic area. Maurice Historic Spring area. And there's says that there's a fountain here called Dripping Spring, and boy, that's what it's doing. It's dripping. I just saw a drip come down. There's another drip. So that's Dripping Spring there. And then there's something here called Tunnel Spring, and you can see they've got it fenced off. But there's a spring or something that goes back that way. And really unusual rock here. It really is. You can feel the heat coming out of there. You can really feel the warmth coming out. The rock is really unusual looking.
Beautiful.
Look at that. That is really some odd looking.
Like lava.
Almost like
Sort of.
lava. Almost. Well, when you think about it, Nance, we are in a geothermal area. So somewhere to get this water hot, there has to be some type of geothermal activity, like maybe lava way underground heating up this water.
All over there.
But look at this rock through here. It is almost just like volcanic rock through here, and all up there. Look at that. All of this rock here. So unusual. But you could feel the heat right here. It's really, really neat. But like I said, in order to get the water hot somewhere, there has to be some type of heating element underground for that. So it's really, and they've got a number here. I wonder if they numbered the springs at one point. You can see a 27 carved there. And then over here on this spring, there's a 29. And then I guess that used to say cups right there. But that's the dripping spring. So I guess there's at least 29 springs somewhere around here. That beats Manitou, I think. I think Manitou has like 11. So this behind us looks like volcanic rock. According to scientists, this is novaculite and chert is what it is. And according to what scientists say, is this rock is porous, and so rainwater from way up that way goes down through the rock, down into the earth deep, gets hot down there, and then it flows down this way and comes up through this mountain here. But it's a result of this particular type of rock that's in this area that allows the water to go down and then come back up hot. We found this right here in the same area with the Maurice stuff. Push in on that, Nance. Tell me, is it hot or cold?
This feels hot. Warm. Feels good. Perfect hand washing temperature.
There's no number around that one though. I don't see. So I don't know. It might have worn away with the years. It looks like there was a place right here that they might have had a plaque or something. So Nancy and I just finished walking around Hot Springs, Arkansas, Hot Springs National Park, and it was nice. We want to come back and do some more exploring in the area. Is it deserving of national park status? No, I'm sorry. I mean, it needs to be preserved. It does need that, but it doesn't need to have national park status. I would say maybe a historic site, something like that, but not a national park status. But we do want to come back. There's a lot of trails and stuff once Nancy's feeling better and all that, to do some hiking and exploring around the area. Keep watching our videos, give us thumbs up and all that.